Hello people and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Deep Roy Chaudhary and I am just a normal guy who talks about stuff that seems interesting and important to me. And today I am going to talk about are we living in a simulation or not? Basically, is the world that we perceive as reality or this universe that we perceive as reality, is this actually the reality or not? Is this actually quote unquote real or not? I do not know. I do not have any way of finding it out. I mean, even the best scientists from around the world are puzzled by this question because they don't have adequate information to test to test the actual nature of our reality. I mean, how would we even know whether or what metric would be used, or what are the signs that we would be looking for if we are actually living in a simulation and we are actually trying to identify the fact or know the fact that we are actually living in some kind of an artificially created simulation. How would we even know that if we are the ones living inside the simulation? If we are the ones who are the video game characters, how are we going to know about that fact? How are we going to know that that the nature of our reality, or what we perceive as reality, is nothing but a simulation? It's just a glitch in the matrix, as some people say. I do not know. I do not know for a fact how can we actually identify the fact that this world is a simulation. This universe slash multiverse is a simulation. I do not know. But what if this whole thing that is there, universe, multiverse, whatever it is, whatever the terminology that you use for describing all of creation, or all of existence, I guess, whatever word you use to describe it, what if this world is both reality and a simulation? I know what I'm about to say sounds very strange, but let's think of it this way. What if there is no such thing as what if there is no such thing as base reality? What if what if our perception of reality, that if we are actually living this simulation, and then we somehow figure out a way of getting out of this simulation, then we would actually go out into the real world. Maybe that is also not true. Maybe we are basically a simulation within a simulation within a simulation within a simulation. Now, if you go by that line of thinking, you might think that, okay, if we are basically a simulation within a simulation within a simulation, and it goes on like that, then at some point we would actually get out into base reality, because after we have got out of all the simulations that have been created, once we get out of all the simulations successively, eventually we would be able to get out of the super matrix and get out into the real world. What if there is no such base real world that we are looking for, or that we might be looking for? What if our perception of the working of the universe, of the working of all existence, is deeply flawed? What if what we perceive as reality and simulation eventually are very, very different forms of existence, or different dimensions of existence? What if one dimension of existence is basically a simulation, or what we perceive as simulation, and the another dimension of existence is what we perceive as reality? What if the words the reality and simulation, these words don't mean a lot? What if it's just semantics? What if there is no base reality? Even that base reality is basically some kind of a simulation. What if there is no end? What if we do not find the answer that we are looking for, or do not find the one answer that we want to have for ourselves? Did I really make sense in this video? I don't think so, I guess. But the point that I'm trying to make is, what if there is no base reality? What if we get out of simulation after simulation after simulation after simulation, but then after we get out of 1,000 simulations, we go back to the original simulation? Yeah, simulation within a simulation, or the so-called base reality. I was about to sneeze. What if the so-called base reality is basically a simulation within the lowermost simulation? Did I make any sense? Simulations on top of each other. The lowest simulation is the one who is the deepest simulation. What if the base level reality, where you get out into, if you get out of all simulations, that base reality is basically one simulation inside the deepest level of simulation? Is that even possible? I do not know. I'm just ranting. I'm just talking. You might think it is nonsense, but it is content, I guess. So yeah, I do not know a lot about this issue, and let's hope that people who are way more smarter than me can figure out whether we are living in a simulation or not. Either way, I think your life holds meaning. Don't lose hope. This is it from me in this video. Until the next video, please consider liking this video. Please consider sharing this video with your friends and acquaintances, and please consider subscribing to my channel. That will help me a lot in the growth of this channel. Until the next video, stay safe, goodbye, and God bless you.